Now, the rest of the story.
Welcome back. I'm out in the field of gold. This is the field that you guys saw the other night that I got rained out of, and the ground is a little soft yet. It was muddy this morning, but the problem is it's 7 o'clock at night. I don't exactly want to be out too late. I can probably run for a couple hours and try to get some of this field done. Say the last pass I made, before I took off, I can definitely feel it. It's definitely broken up compared to the ground right next to it. And there is some grass coming up. But, even got a couple good-sized weeds coming up. It wasn't sprayed yet, which is, here's the deal on my second pass spray. Andrew went through and he sprayed all the rest of our ground. He got out to this farm and there really wasn't a whole lot of heavy weed pressure. And it was a stroke of luck for us at the time, because he went to some other farms that needed that spray pass a lot worse than this field does. And any of that stuff that's coming up right now, the more I look at this and the more I check the weather forecast, they're calling for a 40% chance of rain. And the last time we had a 20% chance of rain, we had that storm come in that you guys saw in Sunday night's video. So I was on my way home and I was gonna go mow my yard, but the more I walk, the more I'm convincing myself I should go and get the cultivator. And this crop does look really nice. I mean, we are 2 weeks behind. Better start heading back towards the truck. Watch out, buddy. We are about 2 weeks behind. The big thing is we're about 2 weeks behind from going out and checking the crops like I am right now, as far as going out and just checking to see the growth. This stuff has really taken off. We've had hot, humid. Today was 90, which I think I've already said this once and I think somebody's already answered it. But what is it? It's either 86 or 96 or 88, where once the temperature gets above that point, corn shuts down, kind of goes into self-preservation mode. It does start to curl up. None of this did, like through here, and this was planted, I want to say May 23rd. It's 112 day, 110 day. And with the starter that we put on with the planter, according to my expert agronomist, the liquid starter that we were originally just going to put on select farms, because we didn't start planting corn until the middle of May, that starter is supposedly, air quotes, really good at kind of encouraging the crop along by a couple days. So say we got a 110 day hybrid out there, putting the starter to it will actually give it another 4 days, 3 or 4 days. So 110 day turns into 107 day, 106 day, something like that. We're gonna kind of need it. I mean, we are into summer and this stuff does look pretty stinking nice. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about it. The farm in general, will be the last corn that we harvest, unless, the plans change. But I gotta tell you, I was feeling kind of sick. This is the most I've actually felt sick to my stomach planting in my lifetime. just because of how late we were, and the ground conditions were not perfect. They were not anything remotely close to where we were happy with what we were doing. But according to the weather, and the weatherman has been really close, spot on this year for making sure that those 10% chances of rain turn into torrential downpours. So myself, I like what cultivating does. It opens the soil up. I'm walking on this and I can feel I'm sinking in probably a good inch or so. And then maybe I was speeding just a little bit. Seems how I knocked a bunch of corn out. That's about the worst part. I hate seeing corn knocked over. Spend all spring trying to plant it and get it in the ground and get it growing, then knock it out. But for the spring we had, and like I said, when I was putting this stuff in the ground, it was soft. It was muddy, and definitely mudding it in conditions. But for it to look this nice right now, I'm optimistic. Somebody made the comment, I know I don't talk about marketing a whole lot online. I don't know, people really 100% follow on forward contracting and marketing. I was doing a lot of scaling up selling our corn crop this year. This is, in the last 5 years, I took profits clear up to the recent corn peak that we had, because corn price ran up from, what were we at, 360, 370? It ran up to, I think it was 372 for December 19 futures. HTAs, I'm currently just selling HTAs. Worked really well for me for what I've sold in the last 2 years. This year, granted, it's always concerning because you don't want to sell too much ahead of your expected production. I'm only selling up to my insurance guarantee, but the amount of grain that we got sold, we're actually sitting really good this year. I'm not 100% sold. I wish I was a little bit further sold than what I am. Not gonna lie, you say you're not gonna do it. As far as getting in the the $5 futures club, I was really thinking the way we were launching up there that we were jumping up 10 to 12 cents a day for almost a week or so, maybe a little bit more than a week. And I don't care how seasoned you are, you get emotional and you start doing the math where, all right, $4.50, if I sell everything for $4.50, I will be perfectly happy. Oh my gosh, hits $4.50 and it's still going up, and you see $4.55 and it's all right, I'm gonna, if I sell everything at $4.60, and see, and the process keeps going. That's why I do the scaling up. I sell a certain percentage or a certain amount of bushels at certain increments, so it helps take some of the emotion out of it. But talking to a local farmer just last night, because he's talking about selling grain himself, that he had sold, because he was selling for for this spring, and he said that his problem was, and mine too, I sold a little bit this spring, the price was down so low there for the longest time. I'm talking futures, he was talking cash price, but it was so low for how long, we thought we were gonna get skunked on our corn price. And then the market spun around on us and it got up to not even $4, like $3.80. It was up 20-30 cents. You couldn't hit the sell button hard enough. Just, okay, get rid of it. And got everything sold, feeling pretty good about yourself, because you sold for 30 cents more than what it was a week ago. But the gut punch was when it went up another 10 cents, another 20, broke past $4. Kept going. All right, not really feeling the best anymore. Next thing you know, it was $4.50, and trying not to do the math of what you could have made, you know, coulda, woulda, shoulda, but still knowing that you did better than what you had originally. But it's difficult. Soybeans, I have no problem telling anybody that. I haven't sold any soybeans for this fall. I'm actually holding out for $10 futures. I'm not exactly not confident that we won't see it with everything going on, but my soybeans look terrible too. They did look terrible. They're starting to look nice, but it's just yeah, I'm not willing to get too carried away with soybeans just yet. But now that I've effectively talked my way away from the truck, I think I'm gonna boogie home, and I dove the 40/20 into the shed down at my place just because it was closer. But I think I'm gonna do some nighttime cultivating, or late in the day cultivating, because tomorrow they're calling for a 40% chance of rain, so that probably means tornadoes. I'm joking, I hope. Oh well. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this crop progress update video from Southwest Wisconsin. Hope everybody's enjoying their, well, this is going to be 1st of July here really quick. Maybe it is 4th of July by today, by the time I get this uploaded. So, well, whatever it is, stay safe. I'll talk to you guys later.